And this topic is starting to heat up. Backup quarterback for the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Who will it be? Who will it be? Ryan Tannehill or Joe Flacco? Now, to be honest with you, people are going to say, what does it matter? It's a backup. It does matter because it depends. I look at it like this. For our young quarterback, I want the guy that can come in the game to not only not mess up everything, but to mentor our young quarterback. And you know what I mean? And I think both Ryan, hold on real quick. I got this umbrella, trying to multitask with this umbrella. I think Ryan Tannehill and Joe Flacco are both solid candidates to be the backup quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings. And I wouldn't be mad with either one. I'm leaning towards Joe Flacco more than Ryan Tannehill. And they're very good in the locker room, both of them, right? Tannehill, you know, let's start with Joe Flacco. I know Joe Flacco is a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He won the MVP. He won Super Bowl 47 with the Baltimore Ravens. And he was absolutely amazing. He was a Rookie of the Year in 2008. And I didn't know this. He was the Comeback Player of the Year in 2023. So that's really recent. Comeback Player of the Year for Joe Flacco. That is really recent. So why not go that route? Even though he's a little bit up there in age, but it is what it is. He can still play. You know what I mean? I still think, oh, my bad. He can still play. And then when you go to Ryan Tannehill, he's 36 years old. You know, he was the 8th pick in the 2012 NFL draft by the Miami Dolphins. He had a few solid seasons, man. Throwing for 4,000 yards in multiple seasons, 3,000, almost 4,000 yards in multiple seasons as well. So he had a solid career, you know what I mean? And I was looking up his numbers. Ryan Tannehill is actually pretty darn good. To be honest with you, throughout his career, he was solid, a solid quarterback. You know, he in 2020, when he was the Player of the Year, NFL Comeback Player of the Year in 2020. This man had 33 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, and he threw for 3,819 yards. So, I mean, Ryan Tannehill, you know what I mean? That's not too far away, you know what I mean? And then, what else? 2023, 4 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He's a Pro Bowler. That's another thing that Ryan Tannehill is. He's a Pro Bowler. Throughout his career, he threw for, let's say that's 39,881 yards. He threw for 216 touchdowns and 115 interceptions. So it's not like, shout out to you, Angel. I'm having a wonderful day. Trying to multitask, hold this dang on umbrella. It's not really raining too much anymore. I'm about to put this umbrella down. Matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Put this umbrella down so I can talk to y'all. So I can really talk to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But how was your day? Day's pretty well though, man. Today's pretty darn good. Everybody's in the building. If you haven't already, if you could just hit that like button, consider subscribing. If you're vibing with me, I cover the Vikings on this channel. And even if you're not a Viking fan, if you're enjoying the vibes, consider subscribing because I will be going live for every single Minnesota Viking game. And if you're an Eagles fan or a Ravens fan or any fan base, I invite you on the channel. So, because if we play y'all, you know how I go. We beating the brace off of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I expect y'all to talk that trash back to me. We're going to have fun. This upcoming season is going to be very fun for the Vikings. You know what I mean? It's going to be very fun. It's going to be a fun NFL season, to be honest with you. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. But yeah, it's between Ryan Tannehill and Joe Flacco. The reporters are saying that the Vikings are talking to Ryan Tannehill. I'm not really sure if the Vikings talked to Joe Flacco. And if they did talk to Joe Flacco, I didn't hear about it yet. But I know for a fact that the Vikings are in conversation with Ryan Tannehill. And my whole thing about it is either one is a good choice candidate for a second string quarterback. You know what I mean? You said Tennessee Titans rule? All right. So all I got to say, Tennessee Titan, what's his name? Dustin Parker. If we play y'all this season, I hope I see you in the chat. You know what I mean? Don't get mad when the Vikings beat the brakes off of your team, bro. Don't be mad at me and be like, you know what I mean? I'm not messing with that bull Mike Sports vibes because don't do that, bro. Keep that same energy, bro. You know what I mean? It's all love at the end of the day, but I'm letting you know this right now. If the Vikings go against the Titans, I'm telling you, bro, the Titans don't have a chance, bro, against the Vikings right now, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's all fun at the end of the day. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. It's definitely going down. Good vibes over bad vibes every day. You know what I mean? But yeah, getting back to what I was saying. Ryan Tannehill or Joe Flacco for the backup quarterback for the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Now, it doesn't really matter when it comes down to, like, are they going to eventually take over for JJ McCarthy, like take his job? No. This is JJ McCarthy's job to lose. None of them are a threat, and I like it because of the mentorship. I think Ryan Tannehill is going to be a good mentor. I think Joe Flacco is going to be a good mentor. And honestly, I personally want Joe Flacco. That is the guy I really want. But honestly, it really don't matter which one we really draft. But the backup quarterback, the people that say backup quarterbacks don't matter, yes, they matter, bro. They matter to me, bro, because anything can happen throughout the season. Our guy might get shaken up. I'm thinking he's going to be healthy, but he might get shaken up, and he might be out for a couple of plays. And if he's out for a couple of plays, we know Joe Flacco can get it done because he won a Super Bowl. We know Ryan Tannehill can get it done because he was a solid quarterback for his whole career pretty much. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens with that. I kind of want cool Joe Flacco. Yes, skull to the bowl, baby. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, I kind of want I want Joe Flacco. I haven't heard anything about Joe Flacco signing with the Vikings or them having any talks, but I think that they're waiting on, I think it's a comp pick they're waiting. They're waiting for a certain point of the offseason, maybe after the NFL draft. I think they can sign a quarterback that's a free agent quarterback without losing that comp pick because we lost Daniel Jones. So I think that's a comp pick. So I think they're waiting on after the NFL draft, and then they can sign their backup quarterback. That's what I'm guessing. I'm not 100% sure about that. But if I had to make a choice, first of all, I would wait. I honestly would wait. I would say, yo, Joe Flacco, yo, Ryan Tannehill, yo, whatever one they trying to really sign, right? I'm be like, yo, we trying to get this comp pick, so we not going to sign you right now, but this is our offer, and it stands. After the NFL draft, you know what I mean? We got you. We'll make the announcement. You know what I mean? Hush, hush. You know what I mean? Like, I got you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking it is. But it doesn't matter when it comes to either one of them. I think they're both a good enough quarterback to be our backup quarterback. You know what I mean? We got a chance. If they was to come in the game, we have a chance. Like, before, our backup quarterbacks really didn't have a chance. As a Viking fan, our backup quarterbacks wasn't really all that, man. It's like, dad, we got a back. Like, I'm so glad. Look, we starting over. I'm so glad we're starting over with our starting quarterback. But when it comes to just in general, like with the backup quarterback, I'm happy that we looking into the Ryan Tannehill of the world and Joe Flacco. I'm so happy that we're going that route, man. I think that'd be excellent. That'd be awesome if the Vikings could pull this off and get a solid quarterback like a Ryan Tannehill to be our second string quarterback or Joe Flacco. My guy's Joe Flacco, though. I'm keeping it real. But they both have super experience. One is 36 years old. That's Ryan. And Joe Flacco's 40, but they can still play at a high level. You said McCarthy era got me hyped. Yo, I'm so hyped, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you as a diehard Viking fan, right? I'm so happy that the Vikings didn't sign Aaron Rodgers. I'm so happy that the Vikings didn't even take a chance on, what's his name? Matthew Stafford, because there was rumors about Matthew Stafford coming to the Vikings. I'm so happy the Vikings said, yo, we drafted our guy top 10, the highest pick for a quarterback in Minnesota Viking history, top 10, 10th overall in the 2024 NFL draft. I'm so glad they just said, yo, this is our guy. We're sticking with our guy, and nobody's going to stop us from him. Yo, he's going to be our starter in 2025. That's pretty much what they said. And I love it because at the end of the day, that was the original plan, to get a quarterback on their rookie deal. So what? So we can afford players in other position groups that build our team so we can have a better chance of winning. If you pay, for example, right? if you pay a Kirk Cousins, and I'm not hating on Kirk Cousins, I'm just stating the fact. If you pay a Kirk Cousins $40 million a year, how are you going to build a champion caliber team, especially if the quarterback isn't a top 2, top 3 quarterback that can cover up the deficiencies? You know what I mean? No team's going to be perfect, but you can make the team really, really good if you have a quarterback on their rookie deal. If you have a quarterback on the rookie deal, you can do a lot of great things, man. All these signings when it comes to defensive line, offensive line, re-signing some of our free agents like what's his name? Byron Murphy. You know what I mean? Theo Jackson, keeping players keeping them with us, keeping them in the purple and gold. But really just that offensive line and that defensive line is amazing. And we're not done yet. Crazy is still cooking. But this offseason's been absolutely amazing all around because you got to think of it in this perspective, y'all. We didn't even get to the draft, bro. We didn't even get to the draft, bro. We got some draft picks too. It's going to get even better, bro. In the draft, I'm thinking the Vikings will probably get the best corner available, or maybe even still go defensive tackle. I don't know. But they literally addressed every position that they really needed to address. So whoever is the best player available in the draft, go for it, bro. Go for it. Any position. Oh, okay. Douglas Watch. Okay. We're going to see about that, bro. We're going to definitely see about that, man. I'm just looking forward to this whole season coming up, man. I haven't been this excited for the Vikings since 2009, bro, when we had like an honest chance of winning a Super Bowl with Brett Favre. I'm going to keep it real. I think that was our honest chance of us winning the Super Bowl, bro. The Case Keenum year, yeah, it was fun. The Minneapolis Miracle was excellent. I absolutely loved it. Stephon Diggs will always have a soft spot in my heart for making that catch, running all the way to the end zone. I cried when he did it against the Saints. It was an amazing play. But then when we got destroyed by the Eagles, I said, oh my gosh, bro. It was like almost all for nothing, right? But that one team, when we had Brett Favre and we had Adrian Peterson doing what he was doing, you had the William Wall, you had Chad Greenway, E.J. Henderson, and all them guys, bro. Like Winfield. I don't know if everybody remembers that 09 roster, bro. What's his name? Was it Bernard Berrien? We had Percy Harvin. I think we had Percy Harvin. I'm trying to think. We had Percy Harvin, Sidney Rice. Yeah, man. Like we had a team, bro. We had a team in 2009 on both sides of the freaking field, bro. It's just Brett Favre threw that interception and jacked it all the way up, bro. He jacked it all the way up with that interception. All we needed was a field goal. I think to tie the game up or to at least take the lead. One of the two. And he threw it across his body, and it was an interception. And I said, oh, my gosh, bro. I remember it like it was yesterday. Yo, that's how bad those memories are sometimes. I'm thinking like, dang, Brett, why'd you do that? But this is the most I've been excited, man. This 2025 NFL season for the Vikings, I'm honestly super excited. You said 09 was the last time we looked. Yes, we looked strong on the trenches. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I got 11 people in the building. Can I get like 10 likes? 10 likes. Consider subscribing. I cover the Vikings on this channel. And even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing because if we go against your team, I will be live. I'm going live for every Minnesota Viking game. So if we go against your team, talk trash in the comments. We beating the brakes off of any team. Skull to the bowl. The Vikings is winning the Super Bowl 60. That's just how I feel. He said 2009 wasn't. Oh my gosh, 2009 was terrific. You know what I mean? 2009 was terrific in my honest opinion. It was one of those years that even when the Vikings were down on games, right? You could see that the Vikings had a chance because of Brett Favre was making plays. That was the first time as a Viking fan I said to besides Culpepper, that was the first time, because I go as far as Culpepper. I don't go too far back. But that was the first time since Culpepper that I felt like a quarterback can get us over the top. You know what I mean? It wasn't just strictly on the defense to always make a play. Our offense could always make a play or make a comeback because Brett Favre, he made a lot of great plays, man. Brett Favre was amazing, bro. I forgot how old Brett Favre was that year, but he was amazing. He was amazing. It just sucks because we could have won the Super Bowl that year. I think we could have won that Super Bowl, bro. We could have won the Super Bowl, bro. In my honest opinion, the Minneapolis Miracle was just luck. Yeah. He almost went out of balance. I remember that. He almost went out of balance, but think of it like this, man. It happened. It's part of history in Minnesota Viking history, and I'm excited to be a part of it because I watched every second of that game. That was an amazing play. Stephon Diggs was amazing. And I said for him to go out of bounds, and then he stayed in bounds and ran for the touchdown. I said, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? That was an amazing play, bro. That was an amazing play. Salute to Stephon Diggs. I'm not sure if Stephon Diggs has a team yet. I'm not saying I want him on the team because I don't know about where his mental is. I hope the best for him. You know what I mean? But I kind of want to start over. I think that when it comes to wide receivers, I think that we have the best wide receiver group. And it's only going to get better, man. It's only going to get better. I think Jordan Addison, touchdown machine, Jordan Addison's going to have a great year. In 2 seasons with the Vikings, Jordan Addison has 19 touchdowns, bro. People don't think about Jordan Addison like they need to put some respect on Jordan Addison's name. In 2 seasons with the Vikings, this man has 19 touchdowns. His rookie season, he had, I think, 10 or 9, one of the two. And then this season, he had 9, one of the two. But he had 19 touchdowns. And then you think about Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is just amazing. He's the best wide receiver since Randy Moss in a Minnesota Viking uniform. And yes, I'm putting him above Stephon Diggs. But, yeah, JJ, Jets, he's amazing. So we have a good team. JJ McCarthy has everything around him to be successful this upcoming season. And I can't wait until we figure out some more moves that's going to happen. I'm very excited for this backup situation. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see a good mentor as a backup in Ryan Tannehill or Joe Flacco. Either one I'm cool with. But like I said, they both were very good in their own right in their career, especially Joe Flacco winning a Super Bowl 47 to be exact. And then Ryan Tannehill, you know what I mean, he was pretty darn good with the Dolphins for a few years. And yeah. So, and then with the Titans or whatever, he had a couple good years as well. So we shall see what happens. What up, Mike? Going for another walk. How do you feel about the Vikes having Ryan for yes, I'm talking about that right now, to be honest with you, bro. I like it. I think that Ryan will be a very good backup quarterback for us. I think he would be, because I look at it like this. I understand people are like, well, he's so old. Because people don't look at everything. Like, they don't look at, all right, mentorship. He's a good in the locker room. He's been there, done it when it comes to winning. He put up major stats throughout his career. Now, I mean, not MVP caliber season, but very good seasons. Very good season. I'm not sleeping on Ryan Tannehill. He has some very good seasons with the Miami Dolphins and the Titans. He had some very good seasons. And then I just think you want that leadership. You want that mentorship to be behind J.J. McCarthy, just to teach him and show him the ropes a little bit. You know, this is not his rookie season, but it's kind of like his rookie season if you really think about it. And then you think of it like this. Another thing about Ryan, what I like about Ryan is he's not an interception machine. Ryan, throughout his career, I think he only had like 1 or 2 seasons throughout his career where he threw for more interceptions than touchdowns. You know what I mean? He's not an interception machine. Preferably who I want Joe Flacco, but I wouldn't be mad if Ryan Tannehill was the backup quarterback. And I think they're waiting until after the NFL draft because I think they're waiting for the comp. I don't know how the comp stuff works, but I think it's the comp. They're trying to wait to make sure they can get that comp pick because, you know, Daniel Jones left. So, but we'll see an announcement. We're going to see a lot of announcements as soon as the NFL draft is finally comes about. We're going to see some more signings, and I'm looking forward to it. I think the NFL draft is going to be amazing. I think Ryan Tannehill will be a great backup. I think Joe Flacco, both are great backups. Great leadership in the locker room. We need that. We need that in our locker room. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to it. This is for me, and I said this before, this year, no excuses for me. This year for me is I look at it as a Super Bowl year. I understand people are going to say, why would you think that, Mike? Because look at the trenches, y'all. The offensive line, the best offensive line we had in a very long time. Look at the defensive line, the best defensive line we had in a very long time. Look at the coaching that we have in Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores. Look what Kwesi is doing, bro. Kwesi is cooking, bro. And then on top of that, think of it like this. The offseason ain't done. We still got money to spend. Think of it like this. We still got the NFL draft. We still got a lot of things going for us. So it's like, I'm just looking forward to this season in general. This is a great, you know what I mean? A great offseason, a great offseason period for, in my opinion, I think we have the best offseason. But I said a few days ago, I said it's all good to win the offseason, but we have to win the regular season in the postseason. You know what I mean? Because nobody's going to believe in the Vikings until we prove to the world that we're the real deal. And I believe that the Vikings are the real deal, and the Vikings will win a Super Bowl in this upcoming season. We will win Super Bowl 60 because we're built differently. This team is built to win a Super Bowl, and I'm here for it, and I'm excited, man. I cannot wait. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Trying to get to my first 2,000 subscribers on this channel. So if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing because I will be going live for every Minnesota Viking game. And if we go against your team, I'm letting you know, I'm going to talk trash. It's all fun at the end of the day. I expect y'all to talk trash back to me. And my whole thing is sports is designed to build relationships and just bring people together, man. It's not supposed to divide. It's supposed to bring us all together. So that's what this channel is all about, man. Good vibes over bad vibes. We bringing everybody together, no matter what fan base you're from. As long as the comments are respectful, we bringing everybody together from every fan base. And I'm looking forward to hearing y'all in the chat. But I will be talking trash to y'all. I'm talking trash to everybody that we go against. But for me personally, this season, this NFL season is going to be one of the best NFL seasons that I have covered. Just my honest opinion. Because J.J. McCarthy is here, baby. J.J. McCarthy he's finally here. And he ain't going nowhere. Skull to the bowl. Y'all know the vibes, man. He said, and Kwesi we trust. Kwesi is the top 3. Yes, thank you. Yes. Our season will depend on JJ's shoulders and late season / playoff. Yes, and and shout out to Mary. Shout out to Mary. Shout out to Mary. Nice to see you, Mary. So excited to see you in the comments. I'm not skipping y'all because I just got to so excited about the next season for the Vikings. Just said great off season. Believe in McCarthy. Yes, I agree with everything that you are saying, Mary. I appreciate you vibing with me. Hopefully you're having a wonderful week. Hopefully your health is good. You're feeling good. You're happy. You know what I mean? Hopefully everybody's good in the comments. As always, everybody in the comments, God bless. Hopefully you're having a wonderful week. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hopefully you're enjoying life. Everybody that's in the building. Salute to everybody that's in the chat. Our season will, but I agree with that. My guy K. Shout out to you. It depends on what happens throughout the regular season, postseason, and I feel like the Vikings are ready to rumble. And I don't mean violent, and like, you know what I mean. When I say rumble, I'm talking about football field, get the job done. That's what I mean when I say rumble. You know what I mean? Look, it's our offensive line, our trenches are built differently. Instead of going, like when we go for it on 4th and 1, right? Say we at the goal line. We don't got to pass on 4th and 1. We got a good offensive line. We could run that ball on 4th and 1. If it's 4th and 2, we could run that ball on 4th and 2, baby. And we can get some push. Finally, you feel me? So excited about this. Minnesota has become a premier player destination. Watch McCarthy make, yes! I think people are going to want to come to Minnesota. That's a fact, bro. I think people are going to want to come to Minnesota as they should want to come to Minnesota. Another thing about Minnesota Vikings, I never been in the stadium, but I heard it's amazing. It's a beautiful stadium. I plan on going next season to go to my first Minnesota Viking game because I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm from PA, right? Philly, everything besides football, right? But the reason why I am a Viking fan is because of Randy Moss. But I will be traveling, hopefully, to Minnesota to go to my first game. I can't wait to experience that Skol chant. I can't wait to hear that horn there, like going to an actual game. You know what I mean? But this season's going to be spectacular. I cannot wait to see what the Vikings do this year, man. I cannot wait to see it, man. This offseason got me so pumped and so hyped about what we're going to see. But we have to prove it. You know what I mean? We have to prove it, and I think we can, because I think JJ McCarthy. People be trying to tell me, "Oh, Mike, you're saying too much, man." Look, this is how I look at it, right? I just believe in certain things, right? Like, for example, JJ McCarthy. I think JJ McCarthy will be in the Pro Bowl his second year in NFL. He's going to be a Pro Bowler. People, oh, why would you say that? Because I believe in JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy is the real deal. Watch people going to be like, oh, they're going to act like they didn't know. They're going to act like they've been on JJ McCarthy bandwagon. Like, I'm talking about people that don't respect JJ. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about people that don't respect JJ. They don't think he's going to be that good. JJ McCarthy is going to be a Pro Bowler next season, y'all. Just my honest opinion. Let's get it. Queen Mary. Yeah, Queen Mary. Skull, Chris for real. Let's get it. What up, though? Lions, rules, Bears, Drew. JJ is about to light up the... Like, you ain't lying. Hey, listen, Motown Mitch, what's going on, bro? Shout out to y'all in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button if y'all can. I got like 5 likes. If y'all can just double tap, hit that like button if y'all haven't already. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Hello. Great to hear. Hell yeah. Thank you. Oh, no problem, Mary. No problem. You out here? Yeah, I'm close to Philly. I'm like 30 minutes from Philly. I live right on the outside of Philly. Right on the outside. I live literally right on the outside of Philly. But on my other channel, I cover the Sixers and the Phillies. But on this channel, I cover the Vikings on this channel. I used to cover the Sixers and the Phillies on this channel, but I said, I'm like a rare person. Like, there's not many people that are Viking fans from Pennsylvania. So I said, let me break this channel up. And that's what I did. So on Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', I got that channel. I just covered the Sixers and the Phillies on that channel. And I just covered the Vikings on this channel. Still can't believe we won 14 games. Yes, with a weak O-line. And now that we have a good O-line and Sam Darnold are still in it. Yes, that's what I be trying to tell people, bro. That's what I be trying to tell people. Like, we won 14 games with Sam Darnold. I'm not hating on Sam. I'm just saying, for those who thought that Sam Darnold was this all-time great quarterback before he came to the Vikings, that's not true, bro. That's not true. People thought that Sam Darnold was a bust before he came to the Vikings. Let's keep it all the way real. He came to the Vikings, and Kevin O'Connell, one of the best coaches in the NFL, did his magic, y'all. And then it does help to throw to Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson. It does help to hand the ball off to Aaron Jones. You know what I mean? It does help to have a great defense behind you as well to get turnovers for short field position. It does help. Not saying that Sam Darnold didn't make a lot of great plays. Sam Darnold made a lot of great plays. We're not winning 14 games without Sam Darnold. But let's keep it real, though, bro. Let's keep it real. I'm just being real with it. Gotta come down to the Twin Cities. Yeah, I have to, bro. That's what I plan on doing. That's what I plan on doing. I plan on coming down Skullfest week, and then I plan on going to the Mall of America. I want to see the Mall of America. I believe everybody that they say that there's a roller coaster in the mall, but I got to see it for myself. I got to go to the Mall of America and see a roller coaster in a mall. First and foremost, right? The biggest mall in Pennsylvania, right? As a whole. Probably like roughly like 30 minutes from Philly, right? It's King of Prussia Mall. If you look up King of Prussia Mall, that's a huge mall, bro. King of Prussia Mall is one of the biggest malls in the country, bro. And it ain't nothing like the Mall of America, bro. So if that's the case, I gotta experience it, man. I gotta go and see what it's like. You know what I mean? The work McCarthy has put in during the recovery is something special. He is going to be I think he's gonna be a great leader. And I keep telling people, I just believe in JJ McCarthy. I believe that he has that it factor. And I believe that he's gonna be a very good quarterback for the mighty Minnesota Vikings. Grew up in Norristown. Oh, Norristown, not too far from me, bro. Eagle fans are a different breed. You ain't lying, bro. Hey, listen. See, I don't hate on Eagle fans because I'm cool with a lot of them because I'm a Sixer fan and I'm a Philly fan. But to keep it real with you, bro, like, yeah, some of them get on my nerves. Every fan base got some people that just get on your nerves. It is what it is. Every fan base. There's no fan base that don't got. But Eagle fans, I'm not hating. I'm just stating. I don't know. I don't hate on them. But my goodness, y'all. My goodness. But yeah, Norristown right down the street. That's crazy. That is so crazy. But yeah, hey, Kay, if you're interested, check out my other YouTube channel. It's called Mike Sports Vibes. It's the same name as this YouTube channel, but you add a balling, BALLING. I got like 278 subscribers on that channel. I cover the Phillies and I cover the Sixers on that channel. If you're a Sixer fan or a Phillies fan, check out that channel, Mike Sports Vibes Balling. That's my Sixers and Phillies channel. Darnold generally looked elite for much of the season. Yeah, shout out to him. He looked very good. And he was in the MVP conversations too. So I put respect on Sam Darnold's name. He had an outstanding season, and that's why he got that big payday in Seattle. So I'm not hating on Sam. I'm just keeping it real, bro. That was another great signing by Kwesi. So people that be hating on Kwesi, oh, Kwesi's just not this good GM. I'm trying to hear what they got to say now, first and foremost. Sam Darnold was a signing by Kwesi. Nobody thought Sam Darnold was going to do that last season. So people got to put respect on his name. Jonathan Gennard was a great signing. Blake Cashman was a great signing. Andrew Van Ginkel was a great signing. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Jones. Like, I'm just saying, bro. People be hating on Kwesi. I don't know why people hate on Kwesi. Yes, some of the draft picks weren't the best. I will admit to that. But what about Dallas Turner? What about J.J. McCarthy in 2024? What about the things that he did great? It's like everybody wants to highlight the things that he did bad, but they never highlight the things he does good. And the things he does good outweighs the things he does bad. So if I'm not mistaken, if that's the case, then what are we complaining about? And look, this is a big draft. I think he's going to do excellent. He learned from his mistakes. And I think Kwesi is a very good GM. We'll see what happens, though, for this next draft. 100% agree, man. Tannehill mirror. What's up, David? Tannehill mirrors so KLC can run the same offense. Okay, yeah. Because Tannehill can move a little bit. But I still like Joe Flacco though. I still like Joe Flacco. I still want Joe Flacco. But to be honest with you, I'm thankful for anything that whatever quarterback we get for our backup, if it's Ryan or if it's Joe, I'm thankful for any of them. I'm thankful for absolutely any of those quarterbacks. So I don't want people to mistake me saying, oh, I just want Joe Flacco. That means I don't like Ryan. That's not what I'm saying. I prefer Joe, but I won't be mad if we sign Ryan. You feel me? Because they both bring that mentorship. They both bring leadership. They're not a negative in the locker room, and they've been there, done it. Both of them had pretty successful careers, especially Joe Flacco. You know what I mean? Winning a Super Bowl MVP and all that. But Ryan Tannehill is no slouch. He won Comeback Player of the Year award. He had multiple seasons with 4,000 passing yards. He had only one season in his career where he had more interceptions than touchdowns. He is a good player. So either or, bro. Yeah, anything's better than Mullins and Manning. You ain't lying, bro. He said Kwesi definitely deserves it. Yes, but people I don't know why people. I don't understand. Look, some of the picks, I agree. The Ed Ingram, but you got to think of it like this, right? He has the right thinking process. When you talk about Ed Ingram, we needed a guard. It's not like sometimes players just don't turn out to be good. It sucks. You know what I mean? You want to not have it too many times, but that Ed Ingram pick was a second-round pick. You know what I mean? So I guess that's kind of hurtful. Then the Lewis Cine pick, I understand. Those are the two worst picks for me. Lewis Cine, and I know Lewis Cine got hurt. So maybe if he didn't get hurt, maybe he will be better. Okay, whatever. Ed Ingram, that was yeah, you know what I mean? But there's other picks he did good too. Josh Metellus, right? I can't think off the top of my head, but I know he made some great picks. Talk, man. You know those vibes. Let's get it. Extend Kwesi. Yes, extend Kwesi. Yeah, for real. The offseason been so amazing. But you don't hear the haters talk right now. So we got to make sure, you know what I mean? And look, I think he's going to do good in this next draft. Like I said, I'm leaning towards a safety first round or trade back. If we trade back, whatever. But if we stick and pick, or if we trade back, I hope if we do trade back in the first round, but still keep your first round pick and get an additional second round pick or third round pick or 2 fourth round picks or a third and fourth, whatever. But I don't want to trade completely out of the first round. I understand if there's a team that has 2 second-round picks. Okay, 2 second-round picks for 1 first-round pick. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't know the teams. I don't know the teams that have 2 second-round picks. I don't know. So off the top of my head, I don't know. Would I do that? I probably would trade our 24th, a low first-round pick for 2 second-round picks. I would do that, right? But other than that, if I'm trading back and I'm keeping my first-round pick. Even if it's the 32nd overall in the first round, I'm keeping my pick, bro. I'm keeping my first-round pick. But I'm proud of Kwesi. I'm proud of, and it's not just Kwesi. It's a team effort. So some of the decisions, people just, he's a GM, so you got to take responsibility. You're the GM. But a lot of the decisions that he's making is not just all crazy, good and bad, the decisions. Some of these picks that, like, for example, the Andrew Van Ginkel, I'm pretty sure Brian Flores said something about that. Jonathan Grenard, I'm pretty sure Brian Flores said something about that. Blake Cashman, I'm pretty sure Brian Flores said something about that. KOC, when it comes to the Jordan Addison pick, I'm pretty sure KOC said, go get me that wide receiver. It's like a team effort. It's like a family. That's why I respect the leadership in the organization, because it's like a family. They all come together. Nobody's throwing anybody under the bus. And if there is something that's going on, they keep it in-house and they handle it. They handle it. That's what real leaders do. If they got a problem, because you're not going to always agree on what somebody does or says, but you handle it behind closed doors, and that shows you what type of leadership they have, bro. They have great leadership, bro. So true, Dave. B-Flow may be the best talent. Yes! Thank you! I just said, I did not read your comment, David. I did not read it. I just read it now. I ever seen. Right, bro. Believe. Jacob, what's up? What's going on, everybody? Everybody in the building, hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Trying to get to my first 2,000 subscribers on this channel. And also, y'all, we'll be live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game. I'm going to be live for every Minnesota Viking game. I will be live for the NFL draft. And if you're a Viking fan, I will most likely be at Skull Fest. I'm scared of planes, but I'm 95% sure I'm going to be at Skull Fest. So hopefully I can meet a lot of y'all. If y'all can't make it, okay. But if y'all can't make it, I would love, please let me know who you are so I can meet y'all, because I would love to meet a lot of y'all at Skull Fest. I think it's the second game or the first home game of the year. I think that's what it is, right? So hopefully I can see each and every one of y'all. But thank you for everybody that's been supporting me on this YouTube channel. I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all. Still wonder how 31 would have panned out, but excited to quit. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I get you, bro. I know, bro. RIP. Yes, you know, man, that really hurt. That really hurt, because you know what's crazy? In my mock drafts, right? In my mock drafts, I had him getting drafted in the second round sometimes, third round sometimes. I would draft him. And I was so excited to see us draft him. I think he was a 4th round pick for the Vikings, right? He was a 4th round pick. To drop to the 4th round pick and get that value there, it does suck, unfortunately. Condolences to his family. RIP to Kyrie. Man, that was a hurt piece, man. That was a hurt piece. Getting to Mekhi Blackmon, I think he's going to have a very, very good season. I think he's going to be outstanding. I'm looking forward to Mekhi Blackmon. I'm looking forward to seeing him. Yes, yeah, the Rodgers conversation is finally over. Now, when we talk about quarterbacks, all we have to talk about is J.J. McCarthy and who our backup quarterback's going to be, which I'm fine with that. The whole Aaron Rodgers crap is like Russell Wilson. I heard some rumors about him, Matthew Stafford, and I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Why are we even having? But there were so many articles writing about it. I was like, yo, maybe there's some truth to what's going on. You know what I mean? But I'm glad we're not talking about it no more. Mike Zabel from remember this count. Oh, you said Mike Zabel? We getting him? Okay. In order, you got cornerback 1. Okay. DT 2, running back 3. Wow, you got running back 3. And BPA with last pick in no trade down. Okay, listen. I agree with everything you said. Cornerback, DT. Honestly, I would not mind getting a look. I ain't gonna sit here and cap, y'all. There's certain running backs that I'm drafting. If we trade back, or say we trade back, we still keep our first round pick, or we stick and pick at 24. If Amarion Hampton drops to us, I'm picking Amarion Hampton. If Ashton Genty drops to us, I don't care What running back? Look, I love our running backs. Don't get it twisted. If you have a chance to draft Ashton Jeanty from Boise State or Marion Hampton from North Carolina Tar Heels, do it. You can't look 3 good running backs, and you know Aaron Jones, he gets shaken up sometimes, gets hurt a little bit. Man, having a Marion Hampton, what? Ashton Jeanty, what? I'm just saying. When it comes to defensive tackles, the guy I want is Grant. When it comes to cornerback, the guy I want for cornerback in the 2025 NFL draft is what's his name? It's Jahdae Barron, I think, from Texas, Longhorn. I like him. If he falls at 24, or say we trade back and he's there at the 30s, in the 30s, if we trade back, go get him. Jahdae from Texas, cornerback. Go get him. You know what I mean? That's like one of my favorite cornerbacks in this draft, bro. I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all, man. Look, I might not even take a chance of losing him. If we got him at the 24th pick, I might just go with that pick, bro. Because quantity is better than quantity. You know what I mean? But I understand if there's a lot of good, talented players, you can drop back a little bit. You got to do what you got to do. But I look at it like this, bro. Jahdae from Texas, if he's at 24, or Marion Hampton or Ashton Jeanty, you got to think. You might go backwards, right? But one of them dudes you got to get, man. Or Grant, defensive tackle from Michigan. Bro, you got to get one of them, bro. For real. I'll be at Schofield. Let's link. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, listen, hit me up on Instagram. Please hit me up on Instagram. Mike Sports Vibes. I'm the only Mike Sports Vibes, y'all. I'm the only Mike Sports Vibes. Please hit me up on Instagram so we can communicate. Please hit me up on Instagram. Mike Sports Vibes on Instagram. DM me, please. DM me, please, my brother. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Trying to get to my first 2,000 subscribers on this channel. We covering the Minnesota Vikings on this channel, and we will beat the brakes off of every team in the NFL. I'm talking trash already. It is what it is. I don't care. I'm confident. Shout out to my guy Ingram in the building. Yes, we're going live for every single game. I will be live for the NFL draft. I'm looking forward to everything, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to the NFL draft. I cannot wait to the rest of this offseason. You know what I mean? I can't wait. We got a lot more money to spend, y'all. We're not done. This offseason is not done, bro. Show you had true Minnesota. For real, bro. Okay, yeah, it's on. It's on. Crazy passed the bridge quarterback test. Yeah. Ollie Gordon's. Yeah. You could get him in the 5th round too. Yes, you could get some good. You could get some running backs in the 5th round. But I'm just saying, there's certain running backs that I wouldn't pass on. But I understand why they would, because we did get 2 running backs already in this offseason. We re-signed Aaron. Yeah, we got 2 running backs, so we good. We good. Ingram said, it sounds like you're trying to steal the whole Eagles strategy. Hey, listen, bro. The Eagles, yeah, we trying to steal their strategy, but we're going to do it better than y'all. You know what I mean? We're going to do it better because y'all not repeating the Eagles. Look, I'm talking trash. It is what it is. Eagles are not repeating, bro. I'm letting y'all know that right now. There's a new sheriff in town, and that's the Minnesota Vikings, baby. There's the future champs of the world is the Minnesota Vikings. We win a Super Bowl 60, baby. Speaking into existence, Minnesota Viking fans, don't be scared of any fan base. We talking that talk, and we walking that walk. It is what it is. I love this team. I'm rocking with this team for life. Vike Nation, stand up. Y'all know the vibes. We here, man. We know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. He said, the Eagles do have the blueprint, though. That's true, my guy. The Eagles showed the whole world. See, when people say that defense doesn't win championships, that's all cap. Because that defensive line destroyed one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. People are going to say, oh, Patrick Mahomes isn't great. Y'all tripping. The man won 3 Super Bowls. I mean, gosh, like, we trying to get 1 Super Bowl. So when people be like, oh, well, Patrick Mahomes isn't a great quarterback, I'm like, what are you talking about? The man got 3 Super Bowls. I'll take that any day. I'll take that any day. So that's all cap. He just got destroyed by a better team. And the same thing happened to Tom Brady. When Tom Brady went against the Eli Manning and that defensive line that they had with Michael Strahan and Justin Tuck and all them, what was Tom Brady? Tom Brady didn't know what the heck was going on. Tom Brady was scared of a shadow, just like Patrick Mahomes, bro. You know what I mean? The kryptonite to a great quarterback is the defensive line. If you have a pass rush with your front four or front three or whatever, without having to blitz too much, and your secondary can just sit back and just, you know what I mean, and do what they do, it's a recipe for disaster for any great quarterback. I don't care what quarterback you could name. Don't matter. The greatest of all time lost, and that's Tom Brady. I think Tom's the greatest quarterback of all time. He even lost because of that great defensive line that the Giants had. And they had one of the most explosive offenses, especially when they had Randy Moss. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. So we trying to copy that blueprint, a good offensive line and a great defensive line. It starts with the trenches. You can't win a Super Bowl, or it's going to be hard to win a Super Bowl if your trenches are not on point. We address the offensive line. We address the defensive line. We look good right now. I don't care what nobody says. Anybody can hate all they want. It is what it is. Vike Nation, stand up. We here, baby. We here. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Yes, go, Mary. Go, Vikes. Howie Roseman is a genius, except for picking. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But everything else he's good at, though. Vikings versus Commanders era has begun the next 9 years. Let's go, baby. Let's go to the bowl with that. I love it. Jaden Daniels is a superstar, man. And I think J.J. McCarthy is a superstar as well. Sup, Skull Mate. Sup. What's going on, Gary? What's going on? What's going on? Bad for Stroud. Now having to deal with Ed. Oh, he signed with the Texans? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That sucks. Just like when Garrett Bradbury, he signed with the Patriots. Drake May going to have... Look, I'm not hating on Bradbury. I'm happy he got a deal. I'm happy he got a contract. But Drake May, if you hear me, I'm telling you right now, bro, he ain't the answer, bro. I'm keeping it real. Drake May, coming from a Viking fan. I watched every game last season. I've been following the Vikings for a very long time. Garrett Bradbury, don't mistake, he was a first-round pick. Don't matter. The man ain't that good. I'm keeping it real. Keeping it real. How much we betting on the game this season? Hey, if we play y'all, I'll treat you to Buffalo Wild Wings. Everything on me, bro. I'll treat you to if we beat y'all, I'm talking about in the playoffs, though. Because I know y'all going to be in the playoffs. I know y'all going to be in the playoffs. So, if y'all beat us in the playoffs, you know what I mean? I got you. Because we're going to be a playoff team, bro. But you got to treat me to everything on me. You know what I mean? Some chicken wings, some fries, and all that, bro. It's definitely going down. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Again, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game this upcoming season. I will be live for the NFL draft. And even if you're not a Viking fan, consider subscribing if you're enjoying the vibes, because we will be going live. If we play your team, if this team right here, the Minnesota Vikings, play your team, get your popcorn ready. Get your lemon pepper wings ready. It's definitely going down. Salute to each and every one of y'all. And as always, God bless. I'm about to get off. How much we been? Yeah, we play y'all in the. Yeah, we're gonna beat y'all in the regular season, but I'm thinking playoffs, bro. I'm thinking playoffs. I'm thinking big things popping, little things stopping over here. Playoffs over here, baby. We get into the playoffs. Straight up. Playoff time for us, man. We ain't playing no games. The Vikings is about to win a dang on Super Bowl. The only thing I really need to know is that we can end the kicking curve. Yeah, that's another thing. I hope we can. I believe we can, bro. It's destiny, y'all. It's destiny that the Vikings about to win a Super Bowl real soon, bro. Can you believe many of the predicting us last? Man, they don't know what they talking about, bro. That's why I said we got to prove to them, man. Like, as much as I want to say, we won the offseason, but now we got to prove it to them. We got to prove it to them and prove that we ain't no joke. And I can't, and you know the guy, our guy, J.J. McCarthy, he has to do what he has to do, man. He has to play the way we know he can play. That's just the bottom line to it, man. But skull to everybody. Salute to y'all. Have a wonderful day. Again, if you're interested in basketball or baseball, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I'll be live tonight for the Sixers and the Pelicans. But I'm out. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Peace out, y'all.